Hey, welcome back. I've got another unboxing, and this time it's the Eternity Stair and Dreadfire Portal for Warhammer Fantasy, and these were released as part of the Storm of Magic um, expansion rulebook. I'm not sure what they were called back there, a supplement, I guess. Um, and these were basically these what they call fulcrums that magic users would fight over essentially during the course of those Storm of Magic battles. And I have a couple of others. At some point, I'll dig them out. One's painted and one is primed, but the other two are like a vortex holding up like a stone chaos star shrine or dais, and the other one is like a couple of like stacked skulls with a throne on top. I think you could still buy the throne, or at least you could up until somewhat recently for Age of Sigmar, but the like giant stacked skulls are gone. Well, geez, sorry, I keep kicking my stand here. The giant stacked skulls are gone, which is a shame because they were used in a lot of Warhammer like battlefield scenery back in the day in the codexes. If you ever saw these like giant skulls being used like pillars or going up the side of mountains, I'm almost positive that's what they were. I think that's where they started, and then they just sort of became like an extension to a kit. So, anyways, I was able to grab this a few months ago from a store that just didn't seem to care that they were at a production. They were fine selling it at the retail price. I very seldom buy things for those ridiculous prices you see on eBay and across Facebook where people are selling the rare out of production. And sometimes you don't have a choice. If you want to get something, you've got to pay the money. But usually, even in those cases, I'll wait and a deal will come along. But when a sealed copy comes along, I very seldom think too hard about it, especially if that specifically if that sealed copy is, at retail. Even the most expensive retail kit, maybe like the Fortified Manor House. I have a couple of those, but if I found a sealed one at retail, which was like 110 or 130, I think last time they were sold, maybe 140, yeah, I would just buy it. Like, without a question, I would grab it. Because, that's when you get fresh sprues, you get all the bits, and you can really take advantage and enjoy that little bit of like true nostalgia. So yeah, I'm gonna open this up. Sorry, you can see under my ugly workbench there's just some stuff stacked in a tray jammed into a box of old sprues I don't want that I'm going through. So yeah, also this box is somewhat big and like a longer one, so it's hard to get into frame on the phone I use. At some point maybe I'll upgrade to a nice camera, but can't really justify the expense right now. Every time I've looked at one, they're very expensive. Like a camera basically would have cost more than all that Horus Heresy stuff I bought. And as nice as the cameras are, I would rather have the Horus Heresy. But one day maybe I'll sell some GameCube games or something and get a new camera. So yeah, this is what it looks like. This one here is probably the one I like the most, just because I like these like carved images of like death. I really like these, the stairs going up. It's also very simple to build. Basically, it's just these two pieces with these stairs in between. This stone dais, which I think, yeah, then it has the stone dais has these pillars sticking out with these flames coming off them, and I think these these blades here are attached to these, and they come up the stairs from the side. You can kind of see there what I'm talking about. Actually, I realized I gotta go back and look at the back of the box after too. I didn't do that, sorry. So yeah, that's the first one. That's the, what is it called? Is that the, I don't even know which one's which, to be perfectly honest. When we get into the book, that'll probably tell us. This is the other one, the spiral staircase. This is probably the Eternity Stairwell. That makes the most sense. And this one here looks like it's going to be, I wouldn't say hard to put together, but if you're used to these older GW plastic kits, the chonky ones, they don't go together very well. You've got to kind of plan these out and take your time. It's not like nice new kits where everything fits well and it's got like nice grooves and indentations and whatnot. Like these things here. Oh, actually, you know what? These ones do have some, yeah, they have some gaps, and then on the other side they have little like outcrops that go into that. So that's nice. That's actually, that's good, because some of these older kits, like I said, they do not go together very well. They don't stay together, and yeah, that's nice to see. Here's the other sprue for that guy. Some cool gargoyles, more stairs. That's the top where you stand. Lots of these gargoyles. I guess they're all around the front. They're sort of what hold this thing up. These things will all be sticking out at various intervals. And there's the base. Which, if you don't glue this on the tower, the pillar, whatever it is, this is pretty cool. I feel like I'm probably going to get some, like, gloss medium or something, mix it with some, like, red ink and just pour it in there and make, like, a vat of blood. Or maybe, like, another color and make some sort of, like, magical pool. I don't know. This could be just kind of a cool little flat terrain piece, even, just on its own. You know, Warhammer, giant skulls. It's always nice to see that things never change for that period of Warhammer. It's just skulls everywhere. It's really cool. I do like it. I'll get to it eventually. It's just not a priority build right now. This was simply I bought it because it was in box, it was sealed, and it was retail cost. You know, like, still expensive. I think it was like $80 to grab one of these at the time that they went out of production. But yes, the Eternity Stair and Dreadfire Portal. So which one is that? That's okay. Yeah, the Eternity Stair is the spiral staircase, and the Dreadfire Portal. Like I said, that made the most sense. That's what I figured, but I don't ever really assume I can keep up with GW's naming conventions. Yeah, just really easy and quick instructions. There's really not a lot to do to build these things. They're quite simple, which I do like. Simple builds are the best builds. And yeah, the back, like I said, I would show it. It's just got some nice painted images of different angles. As I said, these are called Arcane Fulcrums. Really nice close-ups of all the details going up the stairs. And oh, if I can get the light to not do that, that would be nice. There we go. Yeah, really cool. These are great. And I'm probably, in this case, pretty much going to copy the paint scheme, just because this does. This one here especially looks really good, the Dreadfire. But even the Stair here, I mean, that's nice. Those are really nice. So yeah, that's the video. Not a hugely in-depth one, because there's not too much to look at here, but still longer than I thought it would take, but that's okay. So yeah, thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any thoughts or comments, be sure to leave them for me. And if you've ever played Storm of Magic, like, how did you find it? I've played a couple of matches of it over the years. I have the book. I'll try to get some more games in with it in the near future, or at least in the next few months. But it felt like it was just way over the top, even by Warhammer standards, and the Fulcrum game, the mini game of the Fulcrums, trying to, like, seize them, was a bit of a pain. This thing never really went too far. Like, I remember it went out, it came out, everybody talked about it, and then, like, nobody talked about it, in my experience. So, I think that might have just been sort of a unfortunate side effect of this being part of 8th edition, and 8th edition is that edition where everything was a big deal until, like, it wasn't a big deal not too long later. The unfortunate truth of 8th edition. Maybe one day I'll do a video just talking about sort of the sorry state of affairs that led to the death of fantasy battles as we know it. Not as a knock to Age of Sigmar. That's a pretty neat game too, but definitely sad to have seen Warhammer Fantasy kind of crumble and disappear. Hopefully, Old World comes and gives us something new. And now I'm totally off track, and the video's gone on like 2 minutes longer than the last time I said anything about this. So, again, thanks very much, and have a great day.